Hey everybody, hey, this is Andy from the Wolfpack at the AT&T fan page, and for review today we have the BlackBerry Z10. I have been rocking this as my primary driver for 2.5 weeks and love getting back into the BlackBerry world with BBM, BlackBerry Hub. Yeah. So without further ado, let's take a look at the phone itself. We have a 4.2-inch screen here. Up at the top we have a 2-megapixel camera. You have your LED flash, which is kind of nice. Got back into that with LED notifications. And on the side here we have our micro HDMI. If you want to connect this thing to your high definition TV or your projector. Then you have your micro USB for charging and syncing. Along the bottom here, there's nothing on the bottom except this little slot, and that's just to take easy to get your finger under and take the back off. On the side here, we have our up and down volume rockers, as well as your media selection key here in the center. Enables you to switch songs and such. Up at the top here, we have our secondary microphone here, power button, and 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back, we have our 8-megapixel camera with LED flash, and our nice BlackBerry logo and AT&T logos. Very subtle, very nice. The back itself on the black one here is grippy. I like that. You know, every intention here was made that to rock this phone without a case, and that is exactly what I have been doing. I really like that. It doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of my hand. Without that, let's take that off the back here. And here on the back here we have an 1800 milliamp hour battery here. Also we have a 64 gig micro SD card in here. It had been said that it would only take a 32 gig. Slap that 64 in there, format it within the device, and you'll be just fine. I've had no problems. And let's snap that all back on there. You know, design-wise, I really like the design. It feels solid. It doesn't feel cheap. You know, it's not solid like the Nokia Lumia 920 or the unibody designs of the iPhone 5 or the HTC designs that are out there. But overall, you know, to me, it does not feel cheap whatsoever. Phone calls on this thing have been excellent. No drop calls. The AT&T's network has been super fast as always. And so let's take a look at the new BlackBerry 10 operating system. One of the features that I like through the day that I use is just a peek feature. And I can take and draw from the bottom, and I can see along the side here. Right now I've got email and a Facebook notification. And bear with me, folks. Doing this on camera is a lot harder than doing when the phone's right in front of you. So if some of my motions and movements don't seem like it initiates the phone, it's just an awkward position that I'm in to film this with. So, and let's go ahead and swipe up. And then you're met with very, you know, iPhone-looking and app rows here that you can select from. And the phone itself is really consisted of 3 areas. 3 areas would be your BlackBerry Hub, your active pings, and then these applications here. Now, so if I take, for instance, and usually what I do is I have Wallpaper HD, because up here at the top I have no idea what that means as far as battery life it goes. And so I like this little app. It's kind of neat. Puts a little super bar just below. I'm going to go ahead, and it puts up some nice wallpapers here. And you can see it throws the temperature up, throws the battery percentage over there on the side. I like that a lot. That's really super. And then it throws some nice wallpapers back behind. I've got the space one going here with the you got one of the space shuttles there. And then you can go over and select an app. There's Facebook going, and so once you then initiate some of these apps, then they become active paying. Some of them will update, some of them will not. Some of the ones, let's see, Crackberry forums, very invaluable site. I highly recommend anybody buying this phone going to the Crackberry forums and learning a lot from that area. The Crackberry 10 app is very nice, and it is one of the ones that will flash through different stories, so it is active. As you can see, it just changed right there. You can have up to 4 showing on the screen and up to 8 going at one time. These are all your multitasking apps and such. So let's go out of that area, and we're going to talk a little bit about the BlackBerry Hub. So one of the things also I like doing from this direction, of course, sorry, this is a lot harder, is I can kind of peek at what's in my BlackBerry Hub by doing that, even from an active pane screen. Then I can just flip over, and there are all my emails, Facebook notifications, messaging from Facebook, and here, text, BBMs, a little bit of everything in here. You can select what goes in here. You don't have to have everything. I don't have it set up for phone calls and voicemails. I don't want to see voice calls, and because it would just, I get tons of voice calls through the day, and it would show every one of them, and so I took that out. Now you can go into each individual thing and look at it. There you go, and you can look at your BBMs separately or your text messages separately and such. But as a universal inbox, this is what the BlackBerry Hub is. I like it a lot because at one glance I can open up my phone, and let's lock it here, open it up, slide it over, and yep, don't need to see that anymore, and close it up, and I don't need to know what those 2 email messages or this Facebook. Okay, I didn't need to see that. But anyways, so then from there, then you have 3 areas. So you have your BlackBerry Hub, you have your Active Pane section here, and then you have your applications that are here. One of the things that's a little quirk that I do not like is the fact that I cannot adjust where these are. These applications are in the order that they were put on. So Contacts was first, and so this entire screen right here is as I got the phone. So I have not been able, I can drag apps into each other and create like a social media folder, but then again, is it in the order that the phone describes? So hopefully with some updates in the future, they'll allow you to do that. You have your browser here, which does have Adobe Flash enabled into it, so you can select from your here, and overall the browser has been efficient. I like the browser, no problems. You got bookmarks. I really like that option, and once again, boom, here we got it, and it's coming up pretty fast, and this is running actually off of AT&T's here we can see here AT&T's 4G HSPA Plus here in South Texas. I haven't yet to get 4G LTE here. And then, so going back over here, so BlackBerry World in itself has many of the applications that you need, the important ones. We didn't really across the bottom here. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Foursquare. Let's go back over here. We got YouTube, Box. We have, once again, Crackberry app is very important for the Crackberry forums, and you can learn a lot within there. And Quick Office, where is that set up? I think I passed that. That was actually Documents to Go, which you have your Word documents, Excel, PowerPoint presentations that you can produce within there and such. So those are pretty nice, very important apps for you to have. The calendar function is very efficient. One of the little quirks I've heard some other things is that there's no email application. Well, your email your email inbox is over here, or where you get all your email, or over here. And so, but there's no per se email application over here to select your email or each individual email application. So a little quirk there maybe that some might not like. Then we have AT&T Family Map, My AT&T. I use both of those. Actually, no, I do not use AT&T Family Map, but that is a charge if you wanted to use that. I think it's $14.95. You can track up to I think 2 to 3 devices with that. So since then, I've added Flashlight, WordPress, eBay, Score Center, and these are all native apps to the BlackBerry 10. That being said, it has added them the way that I added them. I cannot change the order in which they are read. I have a bookmark for AT&T fan page. There's your wallpapers HD. I have Pages Manager, which that is a side-loaded app. Okay, and that's the way in which I added it on here. So then you take and I've added other applications on in between, and then we get over here to another side-loaded app of Evernote. And then down to the everyone has been excited about this is you know, Instagram. It's not native. This is a side-loaded one. Get Glue, Messenger, DirecTV, and Mint. These are all side-loaded apps. And like I say, for instance, we can go into the Instagram app. So far, it has run okay. I've not had any problems. I'm not a big Instagram person, but then again, I also had to connect it with my Facebook account, and so it's my personal account and not our Wolfpack account, which I'm kind of dismayed about. But anyways, so hopefully, you know, the real Instagram app will soon be coming to the BlackBerry 10 native applications. Of note here is also the side-loaded apps are Android apps that you side-loaded, but they are also side-loaded apps that are running on the ice cream sandwich platform that is within the BlackBerry 10. So they plan to upgrade the platform to Jelly Bean so that you can upgrade these apps to newer applications. Like if I open the Facebook Managers application, you'll see it kind of loads fairly slow because it's running on the ice cream sandwich platform, and you know, it takes just a little bit here anyways, and hopefully in the future, very soon, maybe with 10.1, we will see the Jelly Bean platform within here, and then we can put the newest applications in here. But overall, not too bad. It runs okay. I can function all my functions there and such. And you will get no notifications unless like you're in the app itself. If I put it up as an active ping, it pretty much is dead. It is not updating itself there. So one of the other little quirks that I have is putting this phone on vibrate. Now you can see right here, I can, by default, it is set between normal and silent. Well, I like to have a little vibrate, so if I take a little tip here on this video and go into vibrate, okay, now I have it on vibrate. Go up there, and I can even close this. So then when I bring this down here, I hit the little bell. Whoops. Sorry, it's much harder doing this. Now I can go between normal and vibrate. This will last a few hours in this way, though if it's inactive for a few hours, it will go back to the default of normal and silent, which that's what I've experienced here. So you can control your settings. You got a quick drop down here. But hopefully they initiate and put the vibrate function here. Just by pressing down, you should be able to get to vibrate on the volume keys, but that is not the case at this point. So camera wise, the camera takes fairly good pictures. I've had no problems with the camera as far as taking fairly good photos here. We can go into my photo section here and look at some of the ones that I've taken. I have my daughter here and such. She was goofing around here. And go through, and you can see there, let's go here, there we go. And there's one of the photos I took with the BlackBerry 10. That was a quick photo I snapped. My daughter again here, and you can take and tap on them, get a little, you can take and rotate, edit, and share these in a wide variety of areas. BBM group, text message, email, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Connect to Dropbox, put it in there, NFC, remember, whatever you want. So camera-wise, camera's been fine. I've had no problems, though if you get into low light areas, it's not as efficient as, say, the iPhone 5 or the Nokia Lumia 920, who that is their area of specialty in that area. So call-wise, you have visual voicemail. I'm not going to open that. It might have some numbers in there I don't want anybody seeing, but you do have visual voicemail in the call features. Now, anybody that's been in the BlackBerry world before knows that the customizations of your profiles and such like that, there is not as much customization within the BlackBerry 10 OS at this point. We do have to understand that this is a new OS that we're running here. It's not the old BlackBerry. This is completely redone. So you are going to get you know, little quirks, little bugs. Added features will come later. So if you're buying this phone, you know, there's a little bit of patience involved here, being say it is a new platform. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I have not experienced any problems with the phone. It's been efficient for me in running the AT&T fan page on Facebook, email, work, you name it. It's been highly efficient. It's got hotspot. I use that to download files from work. No problems there. And hopefully coming soon would be 4G LTE in my area. So hop down to your local AT&T store or go to the website and look up the BlackBerry Z10 from AT&T. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I'm really liking this phone, and I actually am contemplating keeping it as my primary driver instead of the Galaxy Note 2. And if you want to see size differences here, we have it right here. And then if we wanted to like compare it to the Nokia Lumia 900, very similar in size to the Nokia Lumia 900. I think it had a 4.3 inch screen, and the BlackBerry Z10 has a 4.2. So without further ado, hey, thanks for attending my review of the BlackBerry Z10. Give it a try. Understand that it is a new OS and it will have its bugs and quirks, and new apps are coming. BlackBerry is working on it. Just be patient. They are coming. Hey, thanks for attending my review of the BlackBerry Z10.